Has spoken word always been a passion of yours as well as acting?
Pretty much everything that I do, I have to have a passion for it. Otherwise, it doesn't feel right. It's not connecting. It's not vibing. So it certainly is a passion. And again, because these are very personal. Again, these are my own words. I'm not reading a script that someone else wrote. I'm not a character right now. I'm really me. So it's very personal. And therefore, of course, it has a lot of passion to it.
Definitely. Okay. So tell us about the new project, Smooth and Spoken Here. Wonderful.
Smooth and Spoken Here. When I saw Poetry at the Lady of Soul Awards this past summer, towards the end of the summer, and I heard one of the sisters say that they had done their project in like 6 weeks. And so that was inspiring to know that, you can certainly do a great product that people really receive well in a short period of time. In addition, I've always loved smooth jazz. And I had been doing some work with Najee, actually. Whenever we were in the same place at the same time performing, he would come and sit in on one of my sets, or I'd freestyle on one of his sets. And so I just, all that was going on, I just said, I was driving in the car, and the whole concept just was dropped into my spirit. Smooth is Spoken Here. And then to get the song titles, they just started coming, the words, reaching out to a couple of musicians and having them, vibe on it right away, and then really, working with the music. Most of it already existed, but being able to mold it and shape it to what we wanted it to be,
Who are some of the people that you work with on the album?
Some of the more known artists that are on the album, of course, Najee, the great saxophonist and flutist, and he is performing both flute and soprano sax on one of the songs, and that was just a blessing, to have him lend his name and his support and his talent to a very independent, very new project. Coco Brown is a really great spoken word artist, and so he's on there. A woman named Charlene Hines, who's from Chicago. She does a lot of the vocals on the project. And again, musician-wise and producer-wise, one of the first cats that I approached about the project, a guy named Earl Harris. He's from Chicago. He produced a lot of the music, or I should say I produced a lot of the music that was already his music, along with another guy named Gary Arapetian, who's a great keyboard player in LA.
Now, I want to ask you, how do you feel about the evolution of spoken word and how it's so prominent in today's music?
I'm very excited about the evolution of spoken word and poetry, and being someone that's, apparently one of the first to marry spoken word with a more, commercial vibe in terms of the music. It wasn't my intention to be a commercial vibe. It was my intention to just express myself and to make, pieces that I thought people could really relate to. But I'm really excited about it, and how people who don't normally listen to spoken word or to smooth jazz, that they're really getting it as well.
How can we find out more about the album, Smooth is Spoken Here, and also Kim Fields and what you're doing?
Well, basically the project, Smooth is Spoken Here, as well as information on Kim. We have a website, kimfields.net. Right now, that's the place where you can buy the CD if you're not someplace where I'm, performing or promoting it. But kimfields.net is where the CD is available, and information about me, where I'm performing next, upcoming projects as an actress, as a director. That's pretty much the main spot.
We're so happy to have you here in Chicago to do your debut for your album. And we want to thank you for being here today.
My pleasure.
The album is wonderful, and we wish you much success.